Welcome back. 8:38. Arnold speaks, and a countess won't be talking much. TMZ's Casey Carver is in LA and joins us this morning. Good morning. Good to see you. So Arnold Schwarzenegger, we haven't heard from him in a while, but boy, he had a lot to say yesterday. Something set him off.
Yes, he came out strong after Trump, saying that he has sold out the U.S. Intelligence Committee and the world, or in front of the world, as well as our country. He said this press conference he did with Putin was an embarrassment. He goes on to say he stood there like a wet noodle and was a fanboy waiting to get a selfie or an autograph. And then he even says whatever happened to the strong words of President Reagan when he said tear down that wall. So he did not have a lot of things about this, a lot of nice things to say about this meeting that Trump had.
Yeah, and kind of interesting because it's very rare that we see Arnold Schwarzenegger just sit down. I mean, it was basically like a selfie. He was basically just taking a video of himself and then posted that. So very rare to see him do something like that too.
It is. I mean, he really only speaks out when he's really upset about something. He's done it a few times in the past, but I think this is probably one of his most aggressive, and he's obviously very, very angry about this meeting and the way Trump handled it.
Yeah, interesting coming from a former politician himself. So let's talk about another Real Housewives star heading to rehab.
Yes, heading back to rehab. Yeah. Luann from Real Housewives of New York, she went to rehab earlier this year after an incident in December where she was intoxicated and was a little bit aggressive with the cops. Went to rehab, seemed to be doing really, really well. In fact, posted a picture on July 2nd with her ex saying that, you know, she was 6 months sober, seemed very, very happy in the post. And then the next day, that's where the wheels fell off. Everything kind of came to a crashing or explosion, basically. She went to a charity event in the Hamptons, apparently showed up very late, came in very, very noisy, was seen at the bar, was very handsy with some of the other guys there, and just kind of a mess. So now she will be going back into rehab, obviously trying to get her sobriety back and working back on that. Some of the reasons we're being told this probably went down is obviously her arrest in December still weighs on her, as well as she was just sued by her 2 adult children in regards to a trust. After her divorce, they said it was a breach of the divorce and the trust funds, and her 2 adult children have sued her.
Wow, so there's a lot of drama going on with her then, huh?
A lot of drama there.
She's pretty vocal. I mean, I know when I've seen her on social media, I mean, she is outright, she posts kind of her highs and her lows, so you usually can get a good idea of sort of what she's going through. But she was fooling people for quite a while, at least everybody thinking that she was doing well, that she was on the right track, right?
Exactly, and that's why, you know, I think a lot of the fans and people that aren't close to her were surprised by this, but, you know, people close to her knew what was happening, knew that she had fallen off the wagon for a few weeks before saying she was going back to rehab, and kind of had seen the spiral going down.
Oh, goodness. Well, we'll see what happens. Keep us updated. Thank you so much, Casey.
I will. Thank you.
You can see TMZ weeknights at 11 p.m. Weekdays 3 p.m. here on Fox 4. You can also find a link to the show's website on our website, fox4news.com. It is 8:42 right